Coming up next, how good is this? A matchup for the UFC welterweight division title. Well, a long winning streak may guarantee you a title fight in other divisions. Certainly doesn't at 170 pounds. But now, with all the contenders behind him, there is one man left standing. It is this man, the #1 welterweight contender, now getting his shot at the dominant champion. And he believes without a shadow of a doubt that he is the best 170 in the world. And he is out to prove it right here, right now.
As he makes his way towards the cage, his preparation has been perfect. He is in fantastic shape, had an amazing camp, and he believes that he is in the perfect position to become the new champion of the world. As he steps into the octagon right now, he steps in with a champion's mindset.
He is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion in a division full of killers. He has remained the hunted at 170 pounds. Now, unquestionably staring at his toughest challenger to date. Can he go back home as the champion? If he can, another chapter to one of the greatest welterweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen.
The champion headed to the cage right now is in the groove. He is in his prime right now. His training for this bout has been perfect. He believes he has a solid game plan, and he's ready to step in here and retain his title. He is well prepared for this contest.
Till they gun me down. Little kids in the streets gotta come in the house when the shots ring.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go. UFC welterweight championship is up for grabs right now. Well, what a championship outing it was for him the last time around, a win by knockout, and that really set this division on fire. A lot of people are paying attention to this guy right now. He is sort of creeping into the mainstream Conor McGregor style a little bit. We'll see if he can follow up that knockout with another one here tonight.
He got tagged there. Good defense there.
All right, first round is underway, and no surprise that his opponent's guard is high. He has done his homework. He has watched film. You know about these powerful overhand punches, a big part of his game plan every time out. We'll see if he can get it going here early in this one.
And there's a takedown attempt.
Oh, nice leg kick. And he gets the single leg takedown.
Hip escape, and he's out of the full mount. Nicely done. Excellent movement on the ground here, constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
Ponzinibbio gets caught with that punch. Oh, postures up and lands a devastating head strike there, Joe.
Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground, staying busy. And he executed a very nice sweep here and wound up in guard.
Oh, he blocked that offense, Joe. Ponzinibbio gets caught with that punch.
Attempts a big hook to the head, but misses.
Oh, how good is that jab? Snaps it off yet again here.
Blocking all the shots coming towards his head. Oh, nice. That's, again, the experience.
Ponzinibbio gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Oh! Huge right hand!
This could be it. The champ is rocked. He's in deep trouble. He's trying to hang on and keep his title.
Oh! Looked like it did start a little bit.
He tagged him. He's hurt bad. Some brutal ground and pound here. He's working from half guard now. Guillotine attempts. That choke looks locked up tight. Now he's pretty deep. Oh, that's nasty.
Getting tighter.
He got it. He got
it.
There
it is.
Nicely done. The round was about to end, sunk in the submission, and got the victory.
Right, I mean, how do you not admire the focus of this young fighter? You can tell he was looking for that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it. He stayed patient, let the setup do its thing, and ultimately the submission materializes organically late in the round. High-level stuff out of that young fighter here tonight.
Let's see it again here. Deep guillotine choke, full guard for the tap. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
And there he is, the UFC welterweight champion of the world. What a moment for him here tonight as he earns the victory by submission. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Gaines called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 42 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Haymaker.
So on the strength of a win by submission here tonight, he remains the UFC's undisputed welterweight champion, and not sure if he's brought to tears here in the corner, Joe, but they are celebrating and embracing. This was a tough fight for them. It was a difficult training camp, a most worthy #1 contender, and finally now, after defending the belt and getting the finish, they can celebrate a defense of this UFC welterweight championship. What a moment for the king at 170 pounds.
She's a bopper, homie, hopping, ain't no stopping, album.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. If there was a hole in the fight game of this rising welterweight star, it was clearly in his stand-up attack. But this week, he announced that he was leaving his longtime team in order to join up with a new team that guarantees an intriguing new look that will result in plenty of knockout victories. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
Coming up next, how good is this? A matchup for the UFC welterweight division title. So for a long time now, Tyron Woodley has reigned atop this UFC welterweight division, and certainly the contenders are starting to pile up. But this is a man who is going to be very difficult to knock off the perch. You know about the wrestling chops. You obviously know about the power he has in both hands. But it's the fight IQ that has really started to catch up with the other skills for Tyron Woodley that has made him a pound-for-pound threat and one of the UFC's most dominant champions over the last several years.
As he makes his way towards the cage, his preparation has been perfect. He is in fantastic shape, had an amazing camp, and he believes that he is in the perfect position to become the new champion of the world. As he steps into the octagon right now, he steps in with a champion's mindset.
He is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion in a division full of killers. He has remained the hunted at 170 pounds. Now, unquestionably staring at his toughest challenger to date. Can he go back home as the champion? If he can, another chapter to one of the greatest welterweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen.
The champion is in focus right now. He's making his way towards the cage. His training for this bout has been perfect. Everything ran according to plan. He believes he has a solid game plan, and he's ready to step in here and retain his title.
Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. So more than 10 years apart, these two fighters, with some differences in height and a similar reach. And now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Herb Gaines. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out O2 Arena in London, England, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. It's fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 50 wins, 19 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, USA, presenting the challenger, Tyron, the Chosen One, Woodley. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 28 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of London, England, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Haymaker.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been giving me instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
This has been one of the most highly anticipated matchups for a long time. And ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in because it's about to go down right now.
Well, the United Kingdom boasts some of the most passionate MMA fans in the world, and they have packed the nines tonight. Good to have you with us as we get underway here at the O2 Arena in London, England. All right, so without further delay, here we go. Round 1 is underway. This is the UFC Welterweight Championship, and there is the champion out of the red corner working his way to the center of the octagon. He has defended this belt in the past and believes if he can do so again tonight, and here and still, he could go down as one of the greatest 170-pound fighters in UFC history. In order to do just that, he has said, I've got to get off to a good start here tonight. We'll see if he attacks offensively here early. And both guys really throwing with authority. Woodley gets caught with that punch. Takedown lands.
And he winds up on top. And he's up.
Well, so he gets clipped once again here, Joe, and he continues to be vulnerable by leaning in. He's keeping his head on the center line. He's got to change things up a little bit here. Body kick now by Wood. Oh, there's a hook. It lands.
Very good job of timing these punches. Hit him with the jab. Caught him with a punch.
Double leg takedown, stuffed.
Grabbing the hold of that neck. He's looking for that guillotine. Wraps the leg around the back. It's getting tighter. This could be it. He could tap.
And that will do it.
He got the choke for the tap.
Well, yeah, Joe, you could tell he's been working on his submission game. That was really a choke that was set up perfectly. He got it sunk in deep, and his opponent was going to go to sleep if he didn't tap out, so he took the lesser of two evils, and he's forced to tap.
And here we can see it again. That's a real tight choke here. And let's watch it here one more time. Deep submission and the tap.
And there he is, the UFC welterweight champion of the world. What a moment for him here tonight as he earns the victory by submission. We go back inside the octagon for the official decision. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 11 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out. And still, the undisputed UFC
submission here tonight. He remains the UFC's undisputed welterweight champion, and not sure if he's brought to tears here in the corner, Joe, but they are celebrating and embracing. This was a tough fight for them. It was a difficult training camp, a most worthy #1 contender, and finally now, after defending the belt and getting the finish, they can celebrate a defense of this UFC welterweight championship. What a moment for the king at 170 pounds.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. The UFC was launched in 1993, with a then mysterious style of fighting known as Jiu-Jitsu dominating the landscape. Today, the welterweight has done that ground fighting tradition proud, as he hit the record books by scoring the most submissions in UFC history, making it clear that for him, there's nothing better on fight night than getting a tap out. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
Too quick, ain't nothing free. Pay the price, eviction notice in the kitchen. Your bitches stay the night. Corey had the salad.
Coming up next, how good is this? A matchup for the UFC welterweight division title. Well, a long winning streak may guarantee you a title fight in other divisions. Certainly doesn't at 170 pounds. But now, with all the contenders behind him, there is one man left standing. It is this man, the #1 welterweight contender, now getting his shot at the dominant champion. And he believes without a shadow of a doubt that he is the best 170 in the world. And he is out to prove it right here, right now.
As he makes his way towards this cage, he believes this is his time. He believes he is destined to take this title. His preparation for this bout has gone absolutely according to plan. He's in fantastic shape with a great game plan, and he expects to walk out of this cage tonight as the new champion.
Well, it doesn't get much bigger than this, Joe Rogan. The UFC welterweight championship of the world, as the champion makes his way to the octagon, fighting out of that patented red corner. He has held this belt down for some time, but a lot of people think we could be looking at a new champion here tonight. The current champion, not one of them. He believes the hype is not real for the challenger. He believes he is much better than this young man, and now healthy, he is ready to prove that he's not just the best welterweight in the world at present, he is the greatest welterweight of all time. Winning this fight tonight against a significant challenger would certainly go a long way to proving just that.
The champion headed to the cage right now is in the groove. He is in his prime right now. His training for this bout has been perfect. He believes he has a solid game plan, and he's ready to step in here and retain his title. He is well prepared for this contest.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and some differences in reach. And now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Mario Yamasaki. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 5 wins or losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 169 pounds. Fighting out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, presenting the challenger, the Bloodline. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of London, England, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Haymaker.
All right, this is for the championship bout. I want you guys to do a clean fight. Follow my orders at all times. Defend yourself at all times. Good luck tonight. Touch gloves.
This has been one of the most highly anticipated matchups for a long time. And ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in because it's about to go down right now. Oh!
That punch will work right through the guard. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Doing a fantastic job of blocking shots. He hit him with the hook.
And there it is.
Wow! He is stumbling. Oh! What a leg kick. Hard straight punch. Oh, very nice.
Oh!
He is going after it.
He's out!
Oh, he's out. He's out. Beautiful strike here to end the fight early in the first.
Well, Joe, we've talked a lot about his technique and how technical a striker he is, and that was really the shot heard around the world to get the finish here in the first round. Again, maybe he caught the guy cold a little bit. He didn't have a chance to warm up, but that is a huge result for him here tonight, and on the other side, he didn't take much damage. So, big, big win for him here tonight.
Let's go to a different angle. And here it is again. Bang.
So there he is, the undisputed UFC welterweight champion. What a finish he turned in here tonight as he gets it done by way of knockout. Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki is called to stop to this contest at 53 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Haymaker.
So the celebration is officially on after a successful UFC welterweight title defense here tonight. He will go out the same way he came in as the undisputed UFC welterweight champion. He is your winner by knockout, and what a way to send a statement to the rest of the contenders in this division that it is going to take a monumental effort to dethrone this 170-pound king.
Greatness is a feat chased by many, but achieved by few in the UFC. To get there, it takes more than talent and skill. To be great, it also takes heart, determination, the willingness to fight the best, and the ability to beat them.
He's a legend, a big, big staple in the sport and a pioneer in MMA.
Over the course of his UFC career, this fighter has done that and more, taking the sport to a new level in the process.
He's been a world champion in multiple weight classes. He's made a ton of money, and he's achieved everything he'd ever wanted.
There is no question that he is the greatest of all time.